The synthesis and regulation of the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is located on the anterior surface of the trachea below the larynx. In the thyroid gland, there are follicular cells that lie within a capsule. The follicular cells surround a colloid which contains fluid made from proteins. These follicular cells are in charge of producing a globular protein called thyroglobulin. Thyroglobulin's purpose is to contain an amino acid called tyrosine, which helps in making the thyroid hormone. We will begin talking about the 7 steps to the formation of thyroid hormone. The first step begins with iodide ions. They are absorbed from the food eaten once ingested. They are then put into the bloodstream, which help deliver it to the thyroid gland. A carrier protein named TSH-sensitive then takes it to the basement membrane of the follicle cells that then transport the iodine ions to the cytoplasm. The second step consists of the diffusion of the iodide ions through the surface of the follicular cell. Here they change into an enzyme called thyroid peroxidase. In addition, iodide ions attach to the tyrosine and thyroglobulin within the cell. The third step begins with thyroid peroxidase. It helps with the pairing and the covalent bond attachment of each of the tyrosine molecules that contain the iodide ions. The tyrosine molecules are combined with the thyroglobulin. T4, also called thyroxine, contains 4 of the iodide ions, and another molecule called T3 contains 3 ions. The thyroglobulin will contain about 4 to 8 molecules of the T3 or T4 hormone in the end. In addition to the T3 and T4, there is a hormone called the thyroid stimulating hormone, which is in charge of releasing the thyroid hormone. The stimulating hormone helps in jump-starting the iodide ion transport into the cells and helps in starting the production of the thyroglobulin and the peroxidase. In the fourth step, because of TSH, the thyroglobulin is removed from the follicle cell due to the action of endocytosis. The fifth step begins with special enzymes called lysosomal enzymes, which help break down the thyroglobulin. The thyroid hormone and amino acids from the thyroglobulin are then released into the cytoplasm. In the sixth step, T3 and T4 are released and entered into the bloodstream. In the seventh step, once entered into the bloodstream, some of the T3 and T4 attach to a protein called thyroid-binding globulins. The rest attaches to transretin or to albumin. In order to keep the equilibrium or homeostasis of T3 and T4 concentrations in the human body, a negative feedback loop exists. The hypothalamus is in charge of releasing TRH, or also called thyroid releasing hormone. It then targets the anterior pituitary gland, which then causes the stimulation of TSH, which targets the thyroid. After, the thyroid follicles release T3 and T4. At this point, homeostasis should be restored.